Hey, Gomez Gaming here. Hints, tips, and tricks for new bros. I just thought you might be interested in this. Look at all the loot we got here. And all the salvage. That is great. When I first got into it, I dropped my mobile tractor unit and and started battling, man, and I was worried, to start off with, because there was just, you can see how many enemies there were, but I was close to them, so I just dropped it, and I tried to get away as fast as I could and get some range, and I was getting blasted. I had all my shields blasted away and my armor blasted up to about there. And I finally got some range on them where I wasn't taking so many hits. And, of course, your capacitors ate up, man, to there by then. I was afraid of losing my capacitor. I just shut off the micro warp drive and was trying to pick them off one at a time as they came in. And it was something else. It was something else. It was a fun battle. That was a fun battle. Anyway, the name of that one is called the Blockade. This is actually a level 3 mission, and but I do believe they have the Blockade on level 4 as well. But something about this mission is that like I said, at the beginning, they had blown away my shields and blown my armor out to about there. And I was really thinking about, I got to warp out of here. But I had, the way they do it is, it's like they give you that little blue sign there, and it's like warp to mission location. Well, if I warp out and I go get repairs, say I warp out to right here to this radar room and I get repaired, then it's going to tell me warp to location. Okay, the problem with that is that could warp you right into the middle of these guys. I mean, just drop you right into the center of them. But at that point, you're going to lose your ship. There was just too many of them. You couldn't take the chance of warping out. In other words, like, warping out really wasn't an option. The only option I had was to beat these guys now. Beat them now. Don't warp out. So I kind of got lucky and got the range I needed on them. And they had all different sizes of ships and stuff. And I was able to engage that was the second bounty. The first bounty was 3 million or something, so I made about 6 million in bounties on that. That's a good deal, and then I'm gonna have a huge load of loot, and but it was a capacitor thing, because I was finally able to get my armor repairer going and get that armor healed up. But once I got that armor healing up, then I felt a lot better. In other words, like, they weren't going to kill me. I wasn't in danger of losing my ship. I mean, if it gets too hairy, if they get down into your hull here, then you're gonna have to warp out in order not to lose your ship. But like I said, sometimes if you click that button, warp to mission location, or whatever it says there, warp to location, it possibly could just dump you right into the middle of 12 or 15 battleships. And every one of them has range on you. And there's just no way to get out of it. So I mean, it's like you warp away, you get all repaired up, you come back, and boom, your ship's gone. So it was like this decision that I had to make. So anyway, that's kind of like why I was making this video. If you ever get in this mission Blockade, and if you do security missions, you will get this mission. It's called the Blockade, and it's just like 1 million enemies is what it is. And so my advice would be to do not warp out of the mission if you can help it. That's the point. That's the tip I would give you. I mean, if you have to warp out, you warp out. But if just do everything you can to stay in it. Don't warp out unless it's absolutely necessary. Because, like I said, it could possibly dump you right back into the middle of a ton of enemies, and you will just lose your ship at that point. They'll kill you within seconds. 10 seconds, you'll be dead. And then goodbye to $200 million ship. You see what I'm saying? So anyway, that's the name of that tune. And I'll just say Isaiah Adams, Hints, Tips, and Tricks, over and out. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe.